Hey chat. I'm not quite here yet. I'm getting the game up and going, but I'll be here in a second. Hey chat. I waited till the community is back from the ad break, as it says. Hi chat. Kind of vibing to the music, honestly. I've got the game up on my phone. That's how we're gonna do it from now on every time I play. That doesn't mean it makes it a little bit harder to do light stuff, but basically what I'll do when that happens is I'll turn off the source so I can switch over, change it, and then go back. I thought about bringing my iPad down here at some point and using that to control lights and stuff, and then I can just keep the phone where it is. Anyways, how's everybody? Hope everyone's doing well. I'm having a pretty good day. If anyone here has seen The Office, I'm rewatching it again. And like, I remember a lot of it because seen it like 2 times all the way through. But kind of around season 7, I get. Ooh, I dropped a cheese it. Hold on. I gotta go throw that away. Remind me. Around season 7, I get a little fuzzy and don't really remember as much. But spoilers if you haven't seen The Office. We're about to the episode block where Michael leaves, and I know I'm gonna cry at the song because it always makes me cry. I'm watching with my grandpa, and he has no idea. He's never seen any of it, so he has no idea what happens in the finale, but I do. Or like the reunion episode or whatever it was. So that's gonna be fun. I noticed like season 7 to season 9 is when they start getting a little bit more serious. And I like it, personally. I think it's good. Also, I tried Stouffer's frozen mac and cheese for the first time. It tasted about as good as you'd expect frozen mac and cheese to taste. Which is to say, not very good at all. It's pretty bad, actually. um, it tasted too much like cheddar. I think if they didn't put as much cheddar in it, it would have been fine. I prefer my mac and cheese. Or any mac and cheese other than that one. And that's crazy. Because I like just about every mac and cheese that I eat. I'm gonna go through this whole trash. Put it on the floor. Okay, I'm back. Hello. So how is everybody? How was chat? As you can see, by today's going live notification, pretty much all the channel point redeems are up to 50% off today. Oh, she's vacuuming up there. That's what she's doing. That'd be fun. But yeah, they're all up to 50% off. I don't know why I did it. I just kind of felt like doing it. Yeah, my back is itchy, guys. But yeah, it's all 50% off now. Up to. There's only a couple that aren't quite, but they're close. So, take advantage of it while you can. Because I made a specific one. And it's super cheap. I'm gonna check my Twitter and stuff. Because I have Do Not Disturb on my phone now, so I can't see when I get notifications. Can you guys hear that? I mean, the vacuum, because it's really loud, and sometimes this microphone picks it up. Okay, that's good. That's good. But yeah, we got up to 50% off of all channel point redeems. I'll get them out of your system now. While we're not in game. Pretty much everything except for like the sounds mostly. And then like the Twitch pre-made ones. Are much lower now. Okay, well if no one wants to redeem anything, I'm just gonna get into the game. Unless there's like a huge delay or something and I'm just being an asshole. I have a lot of water today. Cut. Bonk. Hi, Joe. Oh boy. Alright. You know where to find the document, right? I did ask for it. You know where to find it, right? If you don't, I can show you on my phone here. So, okay. I don't have a favorite, so you're gonna go to my profile, which is gonna look a little bit different for you, but and you're gonna go over to about, And it should be right there on the top, and if you press on this, it doesn't work. I don't know why it's not working. That is so dumb. There we go. It should bring you to the document that has all of them with the key at the bottom. So loud. I don't have a favorite. There's just a lot on there. And some take longer to get into than others. No links in the description work on my phone. I mean, it works for me. I had to tap it a few times. But that's fine. PC won't let you chat. That's okay. I can deal with it. It's fine. I don't know how this is gonna look when I switch it to the screen. Oh, that's bad. Nope. You're doing your best. It's alright. I can. I'm trying to keep it pulled up on my phone here. I'm doing what I can for you. Okay. I hope this is legible for you. I don't know. This is the best I can do. Besides pulling it up on the computer here, I don't want to mess with that. Because it'll be laggy. I can definitely do sapnap. That is 100% something I can do. It does mean I have to go over and grab all the stuff. So I'm gonna... Yeah, I did. I'm gonna go gather the things and bring them over here. And we'll do that. So I'm gonna go BRB. I'm gonna turn up the music. And I'll be back. Alright, step into me. Let's go. Other shirt. I love singing when the mic's muted, cause I don't get to sing on stream. At least I think my mic's muted. I'm just gonna assume that it is. It's not like I'm saying anything bad. I don't feel like messing with the pants today. I'm just gonna do the shirt. It looks like it's falling apart. It's fine. Oh, which way does it go? Oh, there we go. Oh, no, not there. No. I'm glad my mic is muted because I sound like a fucking idiot. Okay, make a cross. Make a cross. Shit, there's just so much stuff over here. Okay. You and you. And you and you. Oh shit, don't fall over, oh god. Necklaces, ears, glasses. My chat is closed and I can't see it. I shouldn't have done that. Now there's makeup all over my fucking desk. God damn it. That is fine. Fine. I'm orange. Okay. Got all the shit. Did I think? I have my things turned down. Oh my god, was I not muted this whole time? Hold on, let me ban this person. Was I seriously just not muted that whole time? Oh my god. Y'all. That wasn't a bit. That was... I'm sorry. That wasn't a bit. It was... I've never done that. Serious? No! I'm so careful about muting my microphone. Especially if I'm going to the bathroom because it's right on the other side of this wall and like you can actually hear it. So like I'm really careful about muting my microphone. I don't know why I didn't even think about it. I'm an idiot. Don't mind me. I have too much hair, yo. It doesn't all fit into the wig cap anymore. Here's the shirt, by the way. You can't really see it. It's got these cool like burn holes in it. Made it. It's pretty cool. Oh my god. I'm just not messing with the pants because it's not like you can see my lower half. Yeah, there's just so much stuff over here. I feel like I'm missing a whole brush here. It's fine. It's fine, Chad. It's fine. I'm actually gonna move you over here. So I'm actually looking straight on for once. Because I need to be able to see what I'm doing. So we're doing this today. You get to see how I do the Sapnap makeup. I'll also probably use my phone as well. So yeah. Yeah, I know. Shut up, any mirror, it's fine. Nope, I got TikTok notifications. Let me check. Okay, good. I like TikTok. It's really nice because you can zoom in on the front camera, which you can't do on just regular camera. At least most of the time. Disclaimer, I'm bad at makeup. Full stop. So I think this one has like a timer on it, I'm pretty sure, this redeem. Or it's supposed to, at least. However, this is actually really comfortable cosplay altogether. I don't get really hot in it or anything. So, y'all are lucky. Where did my thing? Did I bring them over here or did I forget? Wow, I'm awful. Wow. Should I put the one fang in so I have to talk this whole time? And just put you over there. You know, I did a whole thing. I made a whole other area so I wouldn't have to be over here and get makeup all over my everything. I got all this gold makeup off here. I was testing out some cosplay makeup last time I used this, so. And I'm moving as fast as I can so that way we can get to the game. And then nice big one. Over the eye. And then I just normally do red on the inside, but I'm trying orange first. See if it looks better. Oh, you know what? I like that way better than the way I did makeup before. Okay. This is done with. So I can go out of the way. So, just get anything. And then, hold on. 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. Had the sharpener thingy. Courtesy of my mother. She's useful. Cause this shit keeps getting dull. I can't believe I ever made scars without doing this. Looks so much better. I tried to get it on the actual scar, didn't I? Okay, cool. You are also done, so you can go over here. I know this is taking up a lot of time, guys. That's why I like to do it at the beginning instead of in the middle. Let me get these on. About into it. Full gloves on, and then I kind of roll up the sleeves a little bit. Then we got accessories. I guess the gloves could count as accessories. This cool lock necklace. Let's see. There you go. And then, if you know anything about Sapdat, he had 2 fiancés. And usually I would have one of the rings on my pinky or something, but I'm lazy. I don't want to deal with accidentally losing it or something. Oh my god, can you go on the... Okay. There's those. And now we can grab the bandana. A lot of pieces that go into this. Like the bandana, which gets adjusted once it's on. I used to put this on after the wig, but it just became really hard to actually, like, do anything with it when I did that. Okay, come here, wig. Also a tip, if you want to make these ears stay, bobby pins. Shove it up into your wig cap, whatever you can make it grab onto. And then it will stay on your ear. Yeah, mostly. It's helpful if you ever go to a convention and you need the ears to stay. I normally don't mess with it, but because I know this method, and because now I have this cosplay especially, it works really well, because there's a lot for it to cling on to in there. Joe. Then we get the horns on. They're not quite even, but that's okay. Oh, and then I knocked over my phone. That's not part of it. And then to get the sunglasses to stay on, I try and find an opening in the wig cap so it'll cling. There we go. This in front. Okay. Here's Sap Nap. Sappy Nappy. Now, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna wear headphones to this. Oh, no, okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna make this work. I have earbuds. I'll be back. I'll be back, chat. I'll be back. Wait. I'm back. I'm back, chat. Open settings. It's really loud. It's not showing up in the audio sources. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing up anymore. There we go. Okay. Are we finally good? Anyone else want to do any redeems? While we're at it? It's lagging. It's very weird to eat with the fang in. Oh. Hold on, any mirror crashed. I'm having so many issues. Jeebus.
Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Collie!
Yeah, well, let me turn the volume down. Hold on. All kinds of technical difficulties. It's been 30 minutes and I have gotten literally nothing done. Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess. Hold on, I've got to fix this. Okay. We're in game, finally. Finally.
A pot of tea with a couple of nibbles, some seasonal greens, and a piping hot bowl of fresh congee. That's a dope breakfast right there. The perfect way to... Ah! Ah!
I gave him a cool sword and leveled him up a little bit. Okay. Anyways. That still takes 12 hours to unlock. I hope this is unlocked or else I will be sad. They're still locked. Well, I don't know what to do then. I don't know why they're still locked. I've done all the Lantern Rite stuff I can do. See, I did this. And I can't get any more out of this. Well, I don't really know what to do now.
So lively! This is how a festival should be.
I figured it would be unlocked. You know, that I had like a reset thing. But that is clearly not the case. So now I don't know what to do. Like, I just genuinely don't know what to do now. Kind of messed everything up.
Good things come to those who wait.
Oh yeah, we're one wish away from wishing on her again. I don't know. I mean, did we ever... I guess we can just do her story quest, right? That's the only thing I think that we can do now. Which is fine. It'll be fun. Let's do that.
Huh. It's you two. What brings you here? Shincho! Great, we found you! We wanted to ask you about something. That's not a whole lot of information to go off of. I don't know if I can say for sure.
It's fine.
I can't pinpoint her identity from your description alone. But considering her age, I am reminded of a nameless heroine who's been featured in various chivalric novels. Nameless heroine? That's right. The novels often speak of a great drought from 50 years ago. As the people suffered, a nameless heroine appeared and began to clear away evil spirits in bandit camps. The people idolized her, but never learned her name. All they knew was that she always acted alone. Later, though, she supposedly fell in love with a similarly noble-minded exorcist from Mount Tianheng. They were well matched in more ways than one, often fighting together as a fearsome duo of otherworldly strength. After the drought ended, the heroine and the exorcist left the public eye and began living a reclusive life in the mountains. All that remained were tales of her incredible accomplishments. The way this nameless heroine faded from fame into obscurity later in life is not too dissimilar from Miss Yuendai. I hope that's somewhat helpful. Thanks a lot, Shincho. We knew it'd be worth talking to you. It's nothing at all. Just something I came across while reading. I did do a bit of extra research on her story, but it was just out of personal curiosity. Well, Paimon still thinks that's super cool. Oh, wait, Shincho, if you've read up on her, do you know of any places often associated with her? Let me think. In the novels, the nameless heroine always appeared near one of 3 places. Wangshu Inn, the area just north of Jueyun Karst, and Qingyun Peak. Perhaps the real-life heroine who inspired the character was also often seen near those 3 places. That would explain why those locations appear in the various novels written about her.
Oh, you were you too.
You're welcome. To be honest, I found some parts of the story confusing when I first came across it. If Miss Yuendai was indeed the original inspiration for the character, she may just be able to help me put the pieces together. It's rare for a chivalric hero to fade into obscurity during their lifetime, even after retiring from the public eye. But no one ever saw or heard from the nameless heroine again. There were even rumors that she became extremely ill. I've never understood why someone would go to such lengths to erase themselves from public memory. It's almost as if she was trying to hide from something. There's probably far more to the story than what's been written. We'll be sure to tell you if we manage to uncover the truth. That's a deal. Perhaps, behind the truth of it all, there lies a story more fantastical than any work of fiction. Paimon feels like we just learned so much from Shincho. A drought, a nameless heroine, a life of seclusion. Wait, why does the story sound super familiar? Oh, right! There's a drought in this story, too!
Shincho, are droughts super common in Liyue or something?
Well, they used to be. But people have long since developed methods to prevent them, like by cultivating the soil or digging canals. So while droughts do happen from time to time, they are rarely regarded as true disasters. The drought 50 years ago is probably one of the worst we've had in the last several centuries. The crops withered, the streams ran dry, and the monsters in the mountains became rabid and agitated. Countless caravans were attacked, and people who lost their homes came together to form bandit groups. What started as a natural disaster soon became a human tragedy as well.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, and that's exactly why the nameless heroine was so beloved. She must have been someone of true integrity, to do so much for the people while asking nothing in return. Still, as terrible as that drought was, it was nothing compared to the truly calamitous disasters that befell this land in ancient times. They say that back in those days, disasters were both more severe and more common. Only the strongest of Adepti could hope to dispel the ruin and devastation. Do you have any other questions?
We're good for now. We're just going to head back and meet up with Miss Xianyun and the others again. Paimon hopes that Granny Yuendai will be able to remember more of her past. She used to be a great hero who saved many people. So sad that she can't recall any of it. Anyway, we'll be off now. See you some other time, Xingqiu. Thank you so much.
It's no problem at all. Safe travels.
We're done talking finally? Okay, it's a bit of a walk to get there. I know the story quests aren't nearly as interesting, but I really didn't think that it would take so long for it to refresh. So this is what we're dealing with. Just to get to run around as Gami. Remembering what happened to the other quest I was doing, I finished it because I thought it would go a lot longer, and then it didn't.
I have recorded the tune that you requested. I hope it will be of help to you.
Oh, thank you. Straight word, but Ping, what has amused you so?
Oh, it's no serious matter. I was just reminiscing about the last time I saw you in this form. Time has wrought such change in this world, and yet you appear just the same as ever.
Time has little bearing on one's existence, nor has one keenly felt its effects whilst dwelling at Mount Outsong. Nevertheless, Ping, one would like to seek your counsel on a personal matter.
Oh, why so formal all of a sudden? I must say, you're making me a little nervous. What is it?
Well, the inquiry is as such. Approximately how much mora would one need to afford a comfortable life in the harbor, not unlike the one that you yourself lead?
It does not require as much as you may think. Still, do you mean that...
Cloud Retainer, Madam Ping! What are you two talking about?
Nothing save for some trivial matters. Have you unearthed any useful details?
Shinto has a theory, but let's save it for when Chuyu and Miss Yuendai have joined up with us again.
Do not be troubled, young lady. Here, have some tea.
Thank you so much. What do you think, Chuyu? Does it match up with what you know of your granny? According to the story, the nameless heroine eventually fell in love with an exorcist from Mount Tianheng. Maybe that's my grandpa. I don't have many memories of him,
But there was this one time I found a box in our attic full of a bunch of weird sigils.
You should probably pay a visit to the 3 places mentioned in the books.
I think so too. Granny might remember something once she's returned to a familiar place.
What marvelous tea. I can taste the dew's sweetness in this cup. It's as if I was taking a stroll in the mountains, thoroughly one with nature and at peace.
Is that so? Then please drink as much as you like. There's no need to hurry. At our age, it's always nice to slow down and take the time to appreciate pleasant conversation among friends.
Thank you.
Let's watch here for a little while then.
Okay, since we have the time, can I ask you something?
Sure thing.
Yeah.
What would you like to know?
I have a secret I want to tell you. Let's go talk over there.
Story quests are a lot of talking.
What's wrong, Shiryu?
Well, I've been kind of meaning to ask ever since we started talking in the restaurant, but are you guys all adepti in disguise?
Oh! About that.
Why do you say that?
Well, you guys just seem super special. Plus, I think I might have heard Miss Shen Yun call herself an adeptus.
Oh, must have been a slip of the tongue. Shen Yun, since you were the one who, misspoke, maybe you can explain to Shiryu here what you really meant by that.
One is indeed an adeptus. Is that of some concern to you?
Huh?
I knew it.
You don't sound surprised at all.
Well, one time when I was a little kid, I saw a pure white illuminated crane. I had this super high fever, and Granny wasn't around. I was feeling all icky and gross. But then this snowy white crane flew down from the sky. She put me on her back and flew me to her cool Adeptus house and fed me some sort of magic potion. When I woke up, I was already back in my bed and my fever was gone. I really wanted to thank her, but I was too sleepy to stay awake, so I never got the chance. So,
She was a
I
little
just
freckly.
kind of wanted to ask if maybe any of you have ever met an Adeptus like that?
A pure white illuminated crane? The only two we've ever met are blue and white and black and brown. Have you ever met one that's pure white, Clavertina?
Never has one met an adeptus with such features. One surmises such a description is but a hyperbolic embellishment that oft results from narrative accounts.
That's weird. Was it really just a dream then? Well, even if it was just in my head, it doesn't matter that much anyway. All I really want is to help Granny recover her memories. I'm really grateful for all your help.
Leave it to us! Now that we know the 3 locations, we just need to visit them one by one. Let's go to Wangshu Inn first.
Okay, I'll go get Granny.
It's so nice being able to teleport so fast.
Wangshu Inn. Wangshu Inn.
Do you remember this place, Granny?
Yes. The fish here is very delicious, and if you look out into the distance, you can always spot a bird that's been left behind by its flock. I believe I used to have a room here. It had a window. Yes, I spent a lot of time looking out that window. Which room was it again? Let me look.
I'll come with.
Paimon's still having some trouble understanding what she's talking about, but if she's so familiar with this place, that must mean she lived here, right? Wait, huh? Whoa!
Hi, Joe.
What are you doing here all of a sudden? You scared the living daylights out of Paimon!
I sensed a non-human presence and decided to come take a look. If you're here, then there's likely no trouble afoot. I suppose there's no cause for concern.
Hi, Joe.
It's been a while, Cloud Retainer. I see you have returned to your previous form.
You've met her in this form before?
I have indeed. I fought alongside her in this form on many occasions during the Archon War.
Oh, wow! What was she like during the war? Oh, wait, let Paimon take a guess. Was it anything like this?
Behold, the glory of one's newest invention, the Bang Bang Continuous Fire Mechanism. Hands up and surrender, or be prepared to face the full might of the Adepti.
An impressive imitation.
Paimon knows her all too well.
Even so, Cloud Retainer was not always as ostentatious as you describe. You may be unaware, but her talent with Adepti sigils is just as formidable as her skill in mechanics. The Archon War reached its peak after Guizhong's death. The Cloud Retainer who fought beside me in those devastating battles was taciturn and solemn, only speaking when she had to activate her sigils.
A Cloud Retainer who barely talks? Paimon can't picture it. But what happened after that? If you were so powerful in your human form, why did you decide to take up your bird form again?
Once one had bid farewell to the world of mortals, what use would one still have for such a shape? When
Point.
dwelling between mountain and forest, away from the struggles and troubles of the mortal world, a mortal form is hardly the most fitting of choices.
After the war, Cloud Retainer retired to Mount Outsong, only revealing herself to the occasional visitor, and always in her avian form. Although I do believe there was an occasion some 30-odd years ago when she decided to don her human form. I believe it was for the purpose of...
One believes there is little need to relive bygone matters.
Granny, are you okay?
Back then, at this place,
Perhaps this conversation should end here. I shall take my leave now. Should you encounter any trouble, you need only call my name. However, given that you are traveling with Cloud Retainer, I trust you are in good hands.
Yes.
Everyone, I think Granny is finally beginning to remember her past.
Slowly now, calm your mind and recount what has been recalled.
a long time ago, I stayed here to recuperate from my illness.
Huh. So what Shinto said was true! You did fall ill! Was that why you went into hiding?
I don't remember. I'm very sorry, but I can't even remember the name of my illness. The only thing I can remember is that it took a great toll on me, and there was no cure for it. I was confined to my room in Wangshu Inn, where I spent many days unconscious. I'd come to every once in a while and stare at the migrating birds outside the window. It was a solemn sight. I remember crying, but I'm not even sure I knew why. One day, I met a traveling merchant. Upon hearing of my illness, he sold me a bottle of soul-revitalizing tea pills. He told me that the pills were concocted using Adepti blood and could be used to alleviate my symptoms. Sure enough, I made a full recovery. My illness remained dormant for several decades after that.
So the dementia you're suffering from now is actually...
Wait, but if your illness remained dormant for several decades, are you saying that what you're going through now is just a relapse of what happened all those years ago? And it was all thanks to the pills that you managed to keep the symptoms in check? Paimon's brain kinda hurts. Do you remember anything else?
Ow.
I'm sorry, I don't. Oh, if only I wasn't so useless.
Hey, you're not useless. You've done so much for me. Watched me grow up. Raised me. How could you say that about yourself?
Oh, fret not, dear child. Granny was just a bit frustrated. That's all.
The recovery of a person's memories is a gradual process. Finding pieces of one's past is always superior to not finding anything at all. Let us make haste to the next location.
Next location. Oh, why don't we go to the area north of Dwayunkars next? There isn't really a landmark there, so where should we start? Oh, Paimon's got it. Let's check out the houses in the area first. After all, if she was there for any length of time, then she would have stayed somewhere, right? Oh, Paimon's really got her thinking cap on today. At this rate, we'll recover all of Granny Wendai's memories in no time.
Woohoo. Okay, let's teleport here, and we'll just make our way around. Okay, this one's closest. Let's go here first. Very cool. I haven't actually used him much in battle, so...
Whoa, why are there so many treasure hoarders here?
I don't know, but can you not force my perspective?
Round up some bad guys.
Take flight! Boom! My apologies!
Okay.
Do you remember anything about this place, Granny Wendai?
Let me think. I feel like I've been here before. But I don't think I stayed here too long. I might have just rested here briefly before continuing on my way.
Got it. That's okay. There are still plenty of other places we can check.
Wait a second. If I remember correctly, I believe I brought... Ah, yes. I brought some sweet snacks with me. Go on, take some. You need to eat a lot if you want to grow big and strong.
Oh, thank you. Then Paimon will help us out.
Okay.
place. It's...
Did you remember something, Granny?
I remember. Shuyu, this is where your father was born. It was a moonless night. I had been injured, so your grandpa was supporting me. We fled together with some being in the fog behind us in hot pursuit. I had exhausted my strength when the labor pains came on, so we took refuge in this house. Your grandpa set up a barrier outside, but neither of us knew if it could hold the monsters back. I remember that night. I remember falling to my knees, reciting a prayer over and over. I alone am the source of this sin. Punish me as you wish for forsaking my oath, but spare my innocent child.
Sin? Oath? Did you do something wrong?
I don't know. I don't remember. I only remember praying in the darkness with all my strength until the sun finally rose again and the fog cleared out. Eventually, the house was filled with the sound of my baby's first cries. That baby was your father. I remember I clutched him tight to my chest and wept tears of joy. It was the first time I'd ever felt such happiness in my life.
My dad?
He was my pride and joy, and so are you, Shuyu. You're so much like him, and I love you both so much. But you're always going to be different from me. Why? Just what did I do?
I don't care what you might have done, Granny. You'll always be the person I love more than anything.
You're too sweet, Shuyu. I'm lucky to have you with me. If not for you, I would not have had the courage to come here, to try to remember what I had forgotten. All right, let's not stand around any longer. There's one place left, yes? Let's go take a look.
If one recalls correctly, the next place should be Qingyun Peak. Yuandai, how fares your health?
I may be a bit slow, but I'll do my best to keep up. I'm sorry to keep everyone waiting.
Climb on, I shall carry you to the top. Oh, such lightness of weight.
All those who grow old grow frail in the end, do they not? First, you lose your memory, then your health. Eventually, you end up losing everything. My only wish is to depart this world with a lucid mind, to free myself of this torment and the burden it places upon others.
Fret not, you have my aid in this endeavor.
Okay, I can actually teleport. Thank God, I was not gonna walk the whole way. So high up. Oh, there goes
It's
Yelping.
jury.
I forgot that Barbara revives.
We're finally here. Does this place feel familiar to you, Granny One Day?
Let me see. How strange. Have I lived here before?
Take your time.
When we were at Wangshu Inn and the abandoned house earlier, though I couldn't remember everything, I still felt a sense of familiarity. I could easily picture myself in those places. But here, I don't have that feeling. Perhaps I did come here in the past, but it just didn't leave a strong impression on me.
But did the stories get it wrong then?
We can't expect them to get everything right.
Yeah, that's true. But they're also the only thing we have to go off of. Paimon was hoping this place would jog Granny Uendai's memory just like the others.
I'm sorry to disappoint you too.
It's alright, we're not going to give up yet. We'll figure something else out, just you wait.
Thank you. If only I could remember. Huh? That way. What's that mountain?
Oh, let Paimon look! Huh? Isn't that Mount Outsong? Looks like we've come full circle.
Mount Outsong. Mount Outsong.
Granny, are you okay? Don't push yourself, Granny. It's okay if you can't remember. You shouldn't do something that makes you sad.
Mount Outsong, What am I really?
Mount Outsong holds some familiarity to you?
It does, but I can't go back.
Are you feeling unwell?
My head, it feels all heavy and dizzy. What is wrong with me?
Cloud... Miss Xianyun, is there anything you can do?
Let us go to Mount Outsong.
But...
Fret not, all will be well. You and I, you have already given more than enough to the pursuit of this endeavor. You may leave the rest to me. I've prepared something that can aid you in suppressing the fear in your heart and restoring your lost memories. It currently resides at Mount Outsong.
Wait, really? When did you do that?
I never leave anything to chance. All will reveal itself when we arrive.
Oh, yo, cool. Nope, bye. Okay.
Come on, just tell Paimon already! What's this thing you've prepared?
Here, this is it.
Huh? But isn't this the mechanism that you were tinkering with when we first got here? Oh, is it another invention of yours?
Precisely. A recent one at that. I am most pleased with the result. I call it the Suspensus Somnium mechanism. It periodically releases a soft breeze, which when paired with a gentle adeptal tune, can help the listener subconsciously relax and even enter a semi-hypnotic state. Soothing agitation and anxiety, relieving exhaustion and insomnia, its potential uses are numerous indeed. And of course, it can also aid in the recovery of lost memories.
Whoa, what a cool gadget! But if you had it all along, why did you keep it to yourself until just now? We could have come to Mount Outsong right off the bat and saved Paimon a lot of floating.
Paimon, stop complaining. You're fine.
How preposterous. Had Uendai not recalled much of her past through her own efforts, the device would have nothing to draw upon. We Adepti can only help those who first resolve to help themselves. Had she lacked such determination and strength of character, one would have little to offer in way of assistance.
Paimon thinks she gets it now. Hey, what's that other thing?
As previously mentioned, a gentle adeptal tune is required to take full advantage of the mechanism. One secured such a tune from Streetward Rambler. Only with her melodies can the mechanism reach its peak power.
Whoa, Paimon can feel what you mean. Paimon's body feels light as a feather. It's as if she's lying down on a warm patch of grass after a super satisfying meal.
And you and I, is the mechanism helping you to relax? It appears she has already succumbed to the depths of reverie. Come, join one on this side. We shall give her some time to herself.
The drought is over. But why do you look like you want to cry?
The potion. It's nearly run its course.
I've never regretted meeting you. Not even for a second.
I'm gonna cry.
Please. Please, no. Have you forgotten? This is the world you left behind. One of gentle breeze and morning dew, perfectly straddled betwixt the realms of heaven and earth. This is your home. This is where you belong. You should have never left. The you of the past, the me from not that long ago, we should have never.
She's an adeptus?
So that is the truth. No wonder this place is so familiar.
Granny! Granny, are you okay?
Cloud Retainer.
Your memories have returned?
Wait, did you just call her by her full name? Does that mean you already knew each other?
Yes. I now remember everything. Everything. Granny, please don't cry. I'm here. I'm here. Oh, don't worry, my dear child. Granny is fine. I'm so sorry, everyone. You've gone to so much trouble on my behalf. It's all come back to me now. The most important thing that I had forgotten was the truth of what I once was.
One can sense the guilt that now plagues your conscience. Reclaiming a truth long buried is sure to come with a myriad of complex emotions.
So, Cloud Retainer knew.
Perhaps one should recount the story on your
Probably a
behalf
good idea
while
that she
you
didn't just
compose
say it, though.
yourself.
No, it's okay. Now that I've remembered, I must face my memories head on. Shuyu, everyone, I cannot thank you enough for all your help. I'm ready to tell you my story, if you're willing to listen. Please, Granny, don't force yourself. What happened
No,
in the
I want to
past
know the story.
doesn't
Shut up, kid.
matter.
Shut the
I
fuck
love
up.
you more than anything.
That's very
Nothing
sweet,
you
but
say
shut up.
can
I want to hear the
change
story.
that. I know, dear child. My feelings for you are exactly the
Shut
same.
up, I want to know.
It is for this reason that you deserve to know the truth. Some time ago, I made a terrible mistake. One for which I could never atone.
Is this the sin that you mentioned in Joyun Karst? What happened?
I am, in truth, not a human being. My real form, one that I held for centuries, was that of a wild crane. I spent many, many years living on Mount Outsong, bathing in the soft breeze
So she's
and
not
drinking the sweet
an
dew of the
adeptus.
mountains.
She's just straight up a bird. Okay.
At some point,
I somehow gained wisdom and sentience. The Lord of the Mountain, Cloud Retainer, became aware of my existence and began to share many stories with me. She even passed on the secret of cultivation to me. Though she never took me on as a formal disciple, I always saw her as my master. Whenever she took out her tools to work on mechanisms or new inventions, I would also stand next to her and watch. I even contemplated completing my training and becoming an adeptus in my own right. I followed her teachings, and time gradually passed us by. Until that fateful day 50 years ago.
50 years ago?
During the drought that struck Liyue?
That's right. Master regaled me with many stories of her past deeds. From them, I learned how she had saved people from a similar crisis in the past. She was the one I looked up to the most. More than anything, I dreamt of becoming an adeptus like her. I wanted to travel the land like she had, relieving suffering wherever I went. But I was still far from being a real adeptus. I possessed no ability to take on human form and fit in with the crowd. Once she learned of my desires, Master prepared a special dose of human mimicry potion for me. She warned me that the potion's effects would only last 10 years, and if I were to fail to return to my original form at the end of that time, I would forever forget my past as a crane and become something neither human, beast, nor adeptus.
Oh no. So that was the source of your dementia all along.
But you never turned back into a crane.
Was it because of Grandpa?
Indeed, I fell in love. Though he was human, he had spent his entire life training on Mount Tianheng. When we met, it was not only my first foray into the world below, but his as well. Although clumsy and impulsive as he was, you'd think he was the real strange bird among the two of us. But still, just like me, he cared deeply about the world and wanted, more than anything, to cleanse it of all pain and suffering. I could not help but fall for him. But my time continued to tick away. Those 10 years passed by in a flash. Yet I did not want to leave his side, so I...
Oh no, what happened next?
I committed an offense. I wanted to stay with him, even if it meant living a life full of pain and suffering, even if it meant that I would eventually turn into a monstrosity. I knew I had betrayed Master's hopes, but I was too ashamed to face her. So I wrote her a long letter instead and asked someone to leave it outside her abode. I was convinced that she would not support my decision, and I lacked the courage to speak to her face to face. In my shame, I fled and tried to hide from the world, such that no one would be able to find me again.
So that's why the nameless heroine hid herself away.
But that was only the beginning of my troubles. I began to suffer from a strange illness. My memories became hazy and confused, and I could no longer keep myself awake. I understood that my pain was caused by my refusal to return to the life I was fated to lead. Along with my memories as a crane, I soon forgot the true cause of my suffering as well. I knew only that I had committed a sin. All I could do was pray for forgiveness, even if I had long forgotten what needed to be forgiven. Looking back, I was beyond lucky to have come across that traveling merchant at Wangshu Inn. It was such a fortunate coincidence that we were there at the same time. If it weren't for those soul-revitalizing tea pills, I probably would have...
Granny! What's wrong?
Coincidence? Why did I ever think it was a coincidence? Tea pills concocted using the blood of an adeptus? No.
It couldn't be. Master, don't tell me. Back then, that merchant was actually...
Oh.
Human custom would dictate the conferral of gifts to be in order when one's progeny is wedded, would it not? Consider the pills a symbol of one's best wishes.
So sweet.
So when I tried to conceal my name and mistakes from the world and hide myself away in perpetuity, the only person I managed to deceive was myself. You knew where I was all along.
One still remembers when you were but a fledgling. You possessed a certain fondness for a particular game. You would hide yourself among a group of wild cranes and ask one to pick you out from among the flock. One found you with such ease every time. 'Tis a truth most evident. One always recognizes one's own, no matter what form they may take.
Wait! Paimon's confused! So, Cloud Retainer, you found Yuendai again? But how? When? And what happened after that?
Perhaps it is now time for one to recount the rest of the tale.
Hey yo! Oh, I love her.
One was furious upon receiving your letter. Seized with anger, one set out to bring you to your senses.
You can double jump.
Skyward! Scatter!
Pretty lady. Pretty lady. Oh, she's gorgeous.
In truth, one had more than a few misgivings about your chosen partner. As an exorcist, his talent was lacking. One could hardly say his skill with sigils was any better. But soon, one came to appreciate the devotion he bestowed upon you during your illness. He never uttered a complaint and rarely left your side.
That's sweet.
Unwilling to begrudge someone of such character, one decided to overlook his aforementioned deficiencies, glaring though they may have been. Wishing to grant you a life without regrets, one gathered many divine ingredients and used one's own blood to create a form of medicine. Though imperfect, it managed to suppress the more dire effects of your illness. As for how to deliver the medicine, after much contemplation, one eventually decided to perform the deed oneself. One took great care to alter one's features and select the appropriate attire. Only after meticulous scrutiny did one finally set out for Wangshu Inn. As one expected, you were most ignorant of one's true identity. You showed not even the slightest inkling of recognition. One was quite torn. Should one have celebrated the success of one's disguise, or mourn the loss of your acquaintance?
Skyward!
Ooh, do I get to fight stuff? I want to fight stuff.
Scatter!
Nevertheless, one would speak to you about another matter, if you are amenable, even considering your loss of memory. One was simply flabbergasted that you could so easily forget the consequences of consuming medicine infused with adeptal blood. Its proclivity to attract monsters is hardly that complicated of a concept to remember. To think that you tried to travel while weak from sickness and heavy with child. Had one not intervened to clear the fog, all of you would have been lost during the night.
Skyward! Scatter! Skyward! Scatter! Skyward!
Oh, she is so fun to play
The
as.
sky! Scatter! Skyward!
She is so fun to play as. That's why I want her so bad.
Those monsters would hardly have pursued you with such ferocity without sufficient incentive. They were likely incited by the presence of godly remains. Said godly remains, in turn, were likely drawn to the trace of one scent on your body. One was, after all, an active participant in the Archon War. Some of the gods were likely shattered by contraptions of one's very making. In the end, one was relieved to see you endure through the night. At the break of dawn, one heard an infant's cry pierce through the air, and one saw you carefully cradle the child to your chest. Although certain mortal matters remain foreign to me, one could not help but be moved by your joy. To see you happy, that was more than enough.
So happy I got to fight as her. She's so cool.
Skyward!
Now you should have a complete understanding of the events.
Wait, but if that's true, then the crane who took care of me when I was sick must also be...
Ah, one had almost neglected to recount the absurdities of that tale.
Scatter! Scatter!
Just as you and I troubled one with her antics, so did you give one many a headache. Upon finding you burning with fever, one made plans to bring you back to one's abode for treatment. However, upon seeing one's form, you began to cry, refusing to get on one's back. When one asked you why, apparently you believed that one could not possibly be a true Adeptus, because all illuminated cranes are white from tip to toe. One had no choice but to apply powder to one's body to conceal the variegated nature of one's appearance. You became more than amenable enough when one stood before you devoid of any other coloring. It bears mentioning, however, that as a crane, Yuendai was nearly entirely pure white in color. Though you had never encountered her in that form, you still recognized the essence of her being. Perhaps fate brought you two together in more ways than one.
That was fun getting to play as her.
Now all has been revealed. One owes you an apology, you and I. One recognized you upon your very entrance into Wanmin restaurant. One has always viewed you as a disciple of equal standing with Ganyu and Shenhe. Indeed, One wished to bring your story to a satisfactory end with this visit to Liyue Harbor. Still, one could not reveal your identity right away. Had one simply informed you of all you had lost, all those cherished memories would merely have become the fictionalized account of another. Memories are most meaningful when recalled by those who lived through them. Would you not agree? Even if the process was painful and arduous to experience. Have you any further inquiries?
Master, I must ask. If you found me all those years ago, why did you leave me be, even though you knew about my mistake? Why did you not bring me back to Mount Outsong by force?
One has never regarded your action as a mistake. It was a simple choice, nothing more. When it is time for one's progeny to leave the nest, it is the responsibility of an elder to let them fly free. Yet, when your wings grow weary and the night grows dark, just know that you always have a place to which to return. 'Tis a refuge referred to by many a name in mortal writing. Home, nest, haven. Whatever its denomination may be, its essence remains quite unchanged. One speaks, of course, of a place not unlike one's own abode. One's disciples are free to come and go as they wish, yet the door remains forever open to those who wish to return. One rather hopes you count yourself among them.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You and I. One expects you too have sensed the rapid deterioration of your condition as of late. Have you not? 40 years ago, you chose a path without a future. Though one used one's own blood to provide you with a few decades of extra time, it merely delayed the inevitable. One may have extended the path, yet one was unable to alter its final destination. Even the power of an Adeptus has its limits. Had your condition continued to deteriorate, you would have forgotten your life as a human entirely. In the end, you would have turned into a creature lacking in the ability to even comprehend its own monstrousness. Fortunately, you were able to avoid that scenario by reclaiming your memories. Though one sped the process along by providing some guidance, the result is entirely a reflection of your own effort.
So, what's gonna happen to Granny?
One will help her reclaim her original form as a wild crane. If it be fated, she may recover her sentience one day.
She's gotta go back to being a regular crane, huh?
Is there no other way?
Master, you've already done more than enough for me. I don't know how I could possibly repay your kindness. This is a better result than I could have ever hoped for. How much time do I have left?
Not long. The transformation is imminent.
Granny? Please don't leave, okay? You're all I have left. Please.
Don't be sad, dear child. Granny has led a wonderful life.
Cry.
My only regret is having to leave you behind.
I'm okay. I can't
Don't
wipe my
forget
eyes
to
'cause
eat
I have
well,
makeup
okay?
on.
A growing young lady like yourself needs lots of good food to grow big and strong. Promise Granny you'll take good care of yourself when I'm gone.
I promise, Granny. I'll do whatever you say.
Good girl, good girl. Don't worry. It's not goodbye forever. Granny's gonna become the most formidable crane in all of Mount Outsong. Granny will train day and night. I won't stop until I can turn into a human without having to rely on anything but my own power.
When that day comes, we'll be able to live together again. You and I. How's that sound?
Good.
That's a good girl. Even though we won't see each other for a little while, as long as we both work hard, we're sure to meet again someday.
You
I'll
good?
eat well, Granny. I
Why is he
promise.
making a face?
And I'll wait for you, no matter how long it takes. I'll wait for you to come back.
That's a good girl. Then Granny really has no more regrets. I'm so sorry, Master. Thank you for everything.
Shiryu.
Let her be. At her age, crying is a natural, if not fitting, response to such an event. Tears are a necessary part of maturation. Sometimes there is scarcely a better vehicle to wash away the toll of stress and misery. Now that the issue has been resolved, you should also take a moment to relax. Give yourself some time to rest. Take a nap if you must. One will wake you in due time.
I'm very close to crying. Oh god, it's a cutscene. Oh god, what's gonna happen? I'm not ready. He deserves to relax. He's been through a lot, okay? He misses his sister. Don't tell me. I will cry. No, I'm gonna cry.
I always believed we would see each other again, that our days of separation would finally end, and all my troubles would be behind me. If only things could stay this way forever.
Me too, bestie. Me too.
A nightmare? Curious. If you're relaxed, shouldn't your dreams be pleasant?
It was a good dream. It's just...
You weren't ready to wake up. Eloquent as one may be, words of comfort are not one's strong suit. You are doing all you can. One can see your strength of will. your fearlessness in the face of danger. And so, whatever your dream may be, one believes that you shall achieve it. Of course, whenever the perils you face overwhelm you, or you become weary, one is always here for you. After all, as an elder, it is only right to look out for the young ones.
Grilled chicken drumsticks.
Oh man, I did not expect that cutscene to get me so hard.
Huh? Was
Oh my
Paimon sleeping just now? Oh.
That hit hard.
Oh, Paimon wasn't
Sorry,
talking
I don't-
to
I'm-
you.
I don't
Paimon
like
had a
crying
dream
on
about
stream.
eating grilled chicken drumsticks, that's all.
Madam Adeptus?
Oh, Shuyu, you're awake. How do you feel?
I feel a little better. Thanks. I know I'll see Granny again someday, so I don't feel so sad anymore. Madam Adeptus, could I ask you something? Would you take me in as a disciple?
Oh, and have you reasons for this sudden interest?
I know Granny thought what she did back then was wrong. She felt really bad about it. But without that mistake, I would have never been born. Even though Granny lost her memories, she never forgot to show me how much she loved me. So, I thought maybe one day I could become a cool Adeptus like you and help a whole bunch of people, just like Granny wanted to do.
Upon some reflection, one supposes you are no mere mortal. The fact that Yuendai's blood flows through your veins is proof enough of that. If this is what you desire, one shall make it so.
Thank you so much, Madam Adeptus. No, I mean, Master.
Shuyu, are you sure about this? Paimon's gonna let you in on a little secret. We've seen Cloud Retainer's 2 other disciples, and they pretty much eat nothing but bitter herbs like genshin and violet grass.
Paimon.
If you join them, you'll never enjoy One-Min Restaurant's delicious cooking ever again.
Paimon, you're being dramatic.
How utterly preposterous. One has never enforced such a rule. Every individual must find their own path to enlightenment. So long as one retains a pureness of spirit, one's dietary proclivities are quite irrelevant.
Well, you say that, but Paimon's not seeing any tasty treats up here now, is she?
Hey, sorry guys. I will be right back. I'm sorry to leave like in the middle of this. I'll be right back. I'm sorry about that. My grandma needed some help with the computer. She'd put in the wrong pin too many times and didn't know how to restart it. So, it's all good. All taken care of. Let us continue.
Although Mount Outsong is rich in natural beauty, its location does preclude access to certain finer mortal comforts. That is precisely why one plans to relocate to Liyue Harbor. Shu Yu shall have the honor of becoming one's first disciple in the human world.
Whoa! You're leaving Mount Outsong?
Is that why you took on this human form?
One has never concerned oneself with the location of one's residence. From the very beginning, one has sought only solace and peace. Yet in the end, all of one's disciples ended up in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu, Shenhe, Yuan Dai, they all chose a life among the mortal world. One has reflected on this fact for many years now. One can only assume that it is due to some failing on one's part as an elder or master. A failing, perhaps, of recognizing what it was they truly wanted. One is most curious as to what aspect of Liyue Harbor could have enticed them to remain there. One could hardly offer an opinion on the matter, but perhaps some time in the harbor will prove instructive. Why are you all so silent?
Paimon is, just a bit shocked, that's all. So, does this mean we can grab a meal together in Liyue Harbor sometime?
Oh shit, what happened?
Now all has been revealed.
Oh my god, it all restarted. Hold on.
One owes you an apology.
I don't know what happened. It all restarted, so I'm gonna just... I don't know why I did that. I wish there was a way to skip cutscenes. My guess is somebody tried to join the world and it just messed it up. So now I'm just gonna skip through the cutscene again. I mean, I was gonna probably end stream after this was done. Thank you, Malwarebytes, for your random scan. I highly recommend Malwarebytes, by the way, it's really good. How's my makeup, by the way? I've kind of rubbed it a little bit. Sorry, guys. And there's no way to skip this cutscene, so I just got to let it play through again and cry all over again. So how is chat? You guys have been quiet for a while. Okay, be honest. Oh, there's my hair. Okay, somewhere. Would you think this was a wig? Or would you think this is actual hair? Because it actually kind of looks like actual hair to me. It's like that one brown wig I have that everyone was like, there's no way that's a wig, and I pulled it off, and everyone was like... It was funny. I'm refusing to look at the cutscene because it'll make me emotional again. He looks so excited. It's been months since he's seen his sister, by the way. And she's kind of actively trying to go against him and get him killed, essentially. Not necessarily intentionally, but everything she does puts him in danger. Yeah, me too, Aether. Sob sob, me too. I did not expect to cry today, I'll be honest with you. If I knew I was gonna cry, I wouldn't have put on makeup. Whatever. Just vibing to the music. I have laundry to do after this. I have like no clean clothes. Ugh. I'm all gross. Sorry, chat. So what did you think of the story quest? Because I think this is pretty much over. I think this is a really good one. This is really sweet. How much to compare it to? Yeah, that's fair. I don't really play the story quests that often. This game is a wild ride. It's, yeah. I plan to play at least some of the Sumeru quest on stream. And you'll see just how fucking crazy it is. Like, oh my god. It's like a whole thing. The Sumeru quest is probably one of the longest, I would say. Like, the Archon quest is probably one of the longest. But it also has, like, one of the biggest plot twists, I feel like. Ah, bless me. Sorry. Okay, I think we're good.
Rise and shine! Come on, it's
Shut
time to go
up!
back
That's her reminding me to go back to the thing. Okay. Let's go. We gotta go to Leeway Harbor anyways. Thank you. Let's go pick up our commission stuff. How sniffly. How many tissues down here?
Ad Astra at... Thank you for completing...
Thank you. Ooh, we just need 40 more Primogems and then we can do a 10 pull. I want to do that this stream. Okay, wait until 2 days later. So if you want to know how to do that, 1, 2. We'll be here for a second. Thank you.
Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right.
Sorry, excuse me. Okay.
Your concerns are excessive and unfounded. This is but a simple collection of ordinary valuables. Such intense scrutiny is hardly necessary.
Oh god, is she fighting with somebody?
To be quite honest, your insistence on that fact is my primary cause for concern. In what way are any of these ordinary? Every single item here could be worth more than everything I own combined. I simply can't risk shelling out that kind of mora without proper scrutiny. If I'm wrong, I would never be able to earn it back, not even if I worked every single day for the rest of my life. I have to be careful. Yes, you can never be too careful.
We're here, Clow. Miss Shenyon, what are you guys arguing about?
Ah, perfect timing. This ignoramus is questioning the authenticity of my wares. I'll have you know, these items have remained untouched in my personal collection for several hundred years. To question their legitimacy is pure folly.
Several 100 years?
Indeed. They're family heirlooms, you see, passed down over many generations, as families are wont to do.
Yep, they've definitely been around a while. We can vouch for her on that one.
Hear that? Had I not found myself in need of mora, I would scarcely have had the heart to part with them. Indeed, you should consider it an honor to even have the opportunity to behold them with your own eyes. Doubt their authenticity any further, and I may just decide to take them to another buyer.
Whoa, please don't go! I apologize for any insult, miss. You see, I know full well that I lack the knowledge to judge the true worth of these items. If you could wait but a moment, I've hired an expert to appraise them for me. He should be here shortly.
It's gonna be Zhongli, isn't it?
An expert, you say?
It's gonna be Zhongli.
Well.
It's gotta be.
I will wait for
it's
a
gotta
little
be him.
while longer then. Traveler, Paimon, this is my new residence. If you have cause to seek my company in the future, this is where you can find me.
Master! Oh, it's you two again. Hello.
New dress is so pretty.
Shoo! You got a new outfit! It looks great on you.
She's adorable.
Master made it for me. I like it too.
Huh? You know how to make clothes?
Do I know how to make clothes? With the support of the proper mechanism, sewing is hardly a challenge.
Master, I brought in most of my stuff. There's a few boxes left, but they're kind of heavy, so I just left them outside.
Fret not. I shall help you move them into your room.
Actually, I should probably sort through my stuff a bit first. Everything's kind of messy right now, so maybe you could, not look yet, Master? Yeah, that'd be great.
It appears my young apprentice has her own fair share of secrets. No matter. Do what you must, child. Now, this expert you mentioned. When can we expect their arrival?
Soon. Ah, there he is!
Zhongli, isn't it?
Here, allow me to make some introductions. This
Hi,
is
Zhongli.
Mr. Zhang
Hi.
Li, a well-respected consultant at Wangshang Funeral
Hi,
Parlor and
Zhongli.
an expert
Hi.
in all manner of valuables and antiques. Mr. Zhang Li, this is Miss Shen Yun. She's
they
the one
know
who's
each
looking
other.
to sell the collection of valuables I mentioned earlier.
And they have to pretend that they don't.
Huh.
Ah, if it isn't Miss Shenyun. It has been quite some time since our last meeting. What a serendipitous reunion.
Indeed, most
Zhongli
serendipitous.
is the literal god
Have
of
you
this
been
region.
faring well as of late, Mr. Zhongli?
Quite well, thank you. I was fortunate enough over the past few days to enjoy both a stroll in the mountains and a fresh brew of tea from the most recent harvest. The experiences left me with such insight and peace.
He's the literal god of this region.
So you two are
pretending to be a human.
Indeed. How fortunate we are that fate has brought us together.
God, he talks so much.
If you are otherwise unaware, allow me to inform you that Miss Shenyun is a well-regarded collector and appraiser.
That's so
She
much
is
text.
well-versed
What
in
is
all
wrong with him?
fields, and oft-celebrated for her impeccable taste. You stand to gain much from this opportunity.
You are too kind, Mr. Zhongli. True collectors pride themselves on their wealth of knowledge and eye for detail. I can say without a doubt that you are foremost in that regard.
Why, you flatter
The
me,
look
Miss
that Rick
Shenyun.
makes.
It would seem that you are as self-effacing as ever.
Not at all, Mr. Zhongli. Not at all.
While I am loath to butt into this conversation, I must ask, you two already knew each other, and you seem to have quite a cordial relationship. Can I be certain that you're not working together to swindle me? I mean, you never know.
Laugh.
A preposterous accusation. The heavens themselves would collapse before we would conspire to do such a thing.
Miss Shenyun speaks the truth. Contracts are built on honesty and trust. If that proves to be beyond your capabilities in this instance, this transaction may be taken elsewhere.
Say no more. Let us depart.
I jest. What fool would still harbor doubts after Mr. Zhongli himself has vouched for the goods? Miss Shenyun, Miss Shenyun, wait! I deeply apologize for doubting you. So, Mr. Zhongli, could you please give me a final verdict on the value of these items?
I'm green again.
There is no cause for concern. They are indeed rare and precious valuables. Take this mechanism, for instance. Though one may not immediately perceive its purpose, its structure and appearance are exquisite enough to merit it a place in any fine home. The same can be said for this one here. Few could hope to possess an item that so perfectly blends mechanical wonder with geometric grace. I am sure you have heard from your travels that the study of mechanisms is among the most wondrous arts in this world. With that in mind, I earnestly recommend procuring every last item in this collection.
All right. Since I hired you as my consultant, Mr. Zhongli, I shall, of course, trust your good opinion. Then, in that case, Miss Shenyun, I'll take the lot. However, since the final sum is quite large, how about we start with an initial deposit through the Northland Bank?
The Northland Bank? Huh. Oh, you refer to the fiduciary house. Oh, very well.
I fear people only use the term bank nowadays. In that case, I'll be off for now. I'll return to collect the goods once you've received the funds.
Hi, bestie.
My friends, have you been doing well?
We've been great. How about you? Paimon didn't know you were such a busy consultant.
We love him. Love Zhongli.
My days have been quite pleasant as well.
Purely through the heart.
I had been quietly enjoying a cup of tea when Mr. Xiaozu requested my services. As for you, Miss Shenyun, I presume you must be looking to settle in the city?
I must say, the name Shenyun sounds exceedingly strange coming from you. Perhaps you could dispense of that particular epithet in further conversation.
Whatever for. Am I not addressing you as a friend should?
Well, that is true, but... Alas, refer to me however you will. After all, a name exists such that others may address you with it. One is hardly ignorant of that fact.
It would seem that you have gained many valuable insights over the years, Cloud Retainer.
One has indeed. One's previous stays were all brief. Now that one has made up one's mind to move and settle, one has gained a much better appreciation of the hubbub and commotion of the city, as well as the people's hard work and ardor. This city is much changed from how it was more than 1,000 years ago.
Makes sense.
Not unlike the ocean tides, so too shall the movement of people ebb and flow. From turmoil to peace, enlightenment to aspiration. Human society possesses limitless potential. In another 1,000 years, the scene we witness here may change in ways that are impossible for either of us to imagine.
Alright, that's enough reflection for one day. No need to get all sentimental on us.
You make a valid point, Paimon. Now that the sale has concluded, what say one plays the host as we try some specialty dishes together? One must profess great interest in trying bamboo shoot soup.
Perhaps you have forgotten, Cloud Retainer, but I once tried my hand at that dish. You were at the table on that occasion, so logic dictates that you should have already tried it.
Oh? What occasion was this?
It was a reunion between friends several centuries ago. Alas, you must have been too preoccupied to secure yourself a portion. Or perhaps our other companions simply availed themselves of faster reflexes on that occasion.
Hardly. 'Twas most certainly out of consideration for the others in attendance. In but a moment, one will show you what it means to have a true deftness of hand. It is settled then. Bamboo shoot soup, mora meat, crab roe tofu, triple-layered consommé. We shall enjoy the lot. One has already passed word to Shenhe and Ganyu to make a reservation. It is prime time for them to meet one's newest disciple. Is that agreeable to everyone?
Yee.
It should be a most splendid occasion.
Thank you so much, Cloud Retainer.
Shu Yu, come now, it is time to dine. Ah, this gentleman over here is Mr. Zhang Li. He is,
A humble employee of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. Zhengli.
That should be everyone, right? Let's go!
Paimon is just wanting to eat, huh?
Sounds good. Actually, Master, have you ever tried Adeptus' temptation? I heard it's impossible to stop eating after even just one bite. You know, 'cause it's super tempting and stuff. Is that true?
That sounds rather implausible. Although with the right preparation, certain dishes can be too delicious to resist.
Huh? Why are you all walking so fast? Hey, wait for Paimon! Hey, wait up!
Aw. They'll turn back to wait for her. That was great. Took fucking forever. And now I highly doubt I'll get anything because I just got a 5-star last week 50/50. But to end off this stream, we're gonna do 110 pull. Alright, everybody? Here we go. No 5-star. That's okay. Let's see what we get. Noelle. I already have her at C6, so. We'll just get the rest of them. I got 2 Noelles! It happens. I'll have these, and then from the dailies, I'll get 7. So that will leave me with 9 once again.
The case before us is a strange end.
Why not? Seasonal gift from Scent of Spring.
Alrighty. Oh god, it's stuck again. There we go. Sorry, I like to take that stuff off because it's itchy. Oh my god. It's everything just popped. Oh my god. I could have a better posture. Stop turning me green. Why is it struggling to focus on me? Weird. Anyways. That was a fun stream. All of my hair is hanging out in the back. Which is kind of funny. I'm probably not gonna stream for a while after this. I don't know when I'm gonna be streaming again. I'll figure it out. I'm probably not anytime soon though. I've got some con prep to do. Preparing for a convention. Debating whether I should disclose where I'm going. I mean, I guess I've said it on Twitter, so it's fine. I'm going to Planet Comic Con. If you happen to be there and you want to meet, I'm happy to take pictures and stuff. I probably won't hang out or anything because hanging out with strangers is hard, but I'll happily take pictures. If you recognize me, I will be wearing this day one, so now you know what to look for. And it was also posted on my Twitter, and on my TikTok, which I still need to link because I forgot to do that. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. So yeah, I had some stuff to prep for, cosplay to finish up. So we'll see when I stream next. You guys pretty much know the drill by now. I'm so tired. I haven't been sleeping very well. I need to get a handle on that. But yeah. Yeah, I hope everyone has a good day. Everyone get some rest. Go eat if you haven't eaten today. I've only had Cheez-Its, so I should probably go eat, like, actual food. So yeah. I think next stream will probably also have 50% off of all the channel points, just so people can still enjoy that, and also I just don't feel like messing with it and changing it back right now. But yeah, you guys know the drill at this point. YouTube, Discord, all that shit. All linked on my About section. So, yeah. With all that being said, this is Citrus Crush signing off. I'm gonna go hug my grandma because, ouch. Bye-bye!